Hello FlossTube, this is Kate, Madam Ice, and welcome back to my FlossTube channel. This is a channel about cross stitch, so if you don't like cross stitch, you're in the wrong place. I decided to come to you from my deck outside my backyard today. I was inspired by Brittany from Ingleside Imaginarium. She's been doing her Mania updates out in the backyard, and it's just so refreshing, so I thought I would film out here. I've also been spending a lot of time out here when I work from home. I've been mostly working out on the deck here, so I just thought I would come to you from here. It's my new kind of happy place with the nice weather and everything. A couple of minutes ago when I was setting up, there was an owl. We have two owls that live in our yard, and then they kind of split time between, a couple yards here, and one of them was out here and it was hooting, which normally, that happens at nighttime, but for some reason at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, this owl is deciding to be active. So maybe you guys will hear him. I might have scared him though just by being out here. Anyway, so I thought today I would give you a little update on my Mania. It is May 9th right now, so we're a little over halfway done with Mania for me because I end on May 15th. I thought I would just give you an update on all the whips that I've been working on since May 1st, and I have a little bit of haul, and then at the end I'm gonna do a little bit of shop talk for those of you who are interested. So let's just get started. So for Mania, if you didn't watch my Mania prep video, I do kind of a blind me cat method. So that's Brittany from Ingleside Imaginarium. It's named for her because I think she was the person who came up with it. But essentially every year, whatever I worked on last year on May 1st, if I have not finished that project, then I work on it on May 1st this year. And I carry the whips forward like that. Then anything that didn't have a spot in Mania last year, I will slide into a Mania spot this year. And then anything that's left, I will fill up with new starts. So I have 5 new starts this time. I will show you 3 of them. First up though, May 1st, this is my oldest project, started May 1st, 2018. It is Winter Wonderland by Mill Hill. Oh, I started doing Stitchopoly from Semi-Sane Stitchers. It's pretty fun, but I'm having pretty bad luck with my rolls. And so I've only made it around the board once, but I've rolled like a lot. Hopefully my luck gets better. Sorry, I'm trying to get there's a little bit of ratty threads going on here. So this is where I am. And I've kind of fallen out of love with this project. I'm just ready for it to be over. So I will keep working on it, get it done. It will be done by Mania next year. I'm saying it right now. It will be done by Mania next year. I think I'm going to try to focus on this one upcoming here. But anyways, let's see. Oh, there we go. Here's a nice good picture. You guys should get really good light because I'm outside. It's exciting. Okay. So that was day 1. Winter Wonderland. And a lot of these, whenever I come back next time post Mania, I'll probably have most of them come back out again and show you again because the stitching challenges for Enchanted Stitching this month, they are monthly, not weekly, and it's a lot of bigger stitch count challenges. So with only working on these one day, I'm only getting like, I'll get like most of the stitches I need, but I still need a couple hundred more, maybe 100 or 200 more to finish the challenges. So I'm going to be getting most of these back out after Mania to try to finish up those challenges. I think I'll have a few days where I'm just working on confetti whips. That's a term I just made up, but I will just be working on you know, a bunch of different whips in one day to finish out those challenges. Anyways, lots of rambling today. This is May 2nd, Eliza Bell Cox. And she was started in 2019, but not for Mania. So she got, or she was either started in 2018, I think 2018. But then in 2019, she entered the Mania rotation. And I am so in love with her, guys and gals. Oh, straight threads. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. There we go. I love her. Look. Okay, so I finished this giant rose, which is huge, and all of the associated leaves, which are also huge. These two rosebuds, these leaves, and this is almost all the way to the edge of the top border over here. So just a little bit further, and that's the top edge. And I'm so excited to get this whole top border done and just be working on moving down. So I'm kind of in this place in a couple whips right now. You'll see Garden and Blue is in a similar place. And I think that's super exciting because these pieces that I haven't gotten a ton of progress on in the past, this last like month, especially with the 24 hours of cross stitch, I got a lot of progress on them. And so now I'm kind of in the like fun part of it where the top border is done and I can start moving down and get to the like bulk or meat of the pattern, and it's not just border. And anyways, I'm just so excited. I think she's so lovely. This is 46 count linen, dyed by Victorian Motto. The threads are cottons dyed by Victorian Motto. It was a special kit that she made just for Eliza Bell Cox. So anyways, one more time for the beauty because she is beautiful. And then I will be taking her off the end bars here. Sorry, I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit while I'm going because number one, I'm outside and I'm terrified I'm gonna get dirt all over these things, and number two, I just need to be a little bit organized. But I don't remember what I was saying before. Whatever. Scattered. What can I say? Alright, so day 3. Oh, I'm taking her off the end bars because I'm going to have to work on Mother's Tree next week. On Tuesday is Mother's Tree turn, so I need to take them Eliza off the end bars and put Mother's Tree on it. Anyways, day 3 is Beauty and the Beast, Disney Dreams collection. Artwork by Thomas Kincaid. And this piece, let me tell you, I got to a good milestone in this one too. So here it is. I can't see. Alright. Here it is. You guys, I'm getting so much done on this. And down here, this would be the bottom of the first page. First of 4. So the pages for this pattern, they're the really, really long pages. I don't know what size they are. Like 11 by 18 or something. That's probably really wrong. Whatever, big page sizes. So there's only 4 pages, but they're like long and rectangular, right? So I have reached the bottom of that page, so now the diagonals will, you know, stay the same length of diagonal for a little bit, and then I think the first page ends like right around here. So it's not that much more to go, not many more diagonals to go this way before I hit this corner, and the diagonals will start shrinking, which is really exciting. I'm loving this piece so much. You can see the gargoyle there really well. This is the start of the balloon that Maurice is in. And I think that sky turned out really well. I am loving it. So, there it is. lost my paper there. So that was May 3rd. Then May 4th, I worked on Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. This is what it will look like in the end. And I'm doing this as a stitch along, hosted by Katelyn from Stitch for Mom, and what she is doing is stitching 1 rule a month. We started last November, so that this October, there's 12 rules. This October we should have a finish on it, and I am keeping up with that. So this month we are down here to Mind Your Mom. Why am I showing you that? Mind Your Mommy here. I think these, number one, okay, I'm a little confused about this. This would be a skeleton, not a mummy. Do you guys think that's weird? I think it's a little weird. And then these little hashtags are weird. I know they're not hashtags. I know they're just a little doodaddy design. Maybe they're tic-tac-toe boards or pound signs or whatever you want to call them. But I just read this because I'm the wrong generation. I read it as Mind Your hashtag Mommy. And I don't, but I will do it. It'll be fine. But both of those things weird me out about this one. And, oof, see through. Here I am on it. I left it in the Q-snap because I obviously will need to get this out again to finish the rule for the month. But I got most of the skeleton done. So I'm doing the same thing with this one as I did with Christmas rules, and I'm putting just a little bit of DMC Etoile in each block. So on this one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but that little frog, the body is shimmery. I figured it's kind of like it's slimy or something. Up in this one, it's the leaves. I don't know if you can tell the leaves. I think you can see the frog. But anyways, so there's a nice little shiny slimy frog on his shoulder. That's the best part of this block. Anyways, moving on. Okay, May 5th is a new start, and this is actually a restitch. I already stitched it once, and this is a self-design called Inga's Dance, and I'm doing it in a different colorway this time, just because I was curious to see what it would look like, and so I wanted to stitch it twice to see. So this is where I am on it. I will put a picture, ooh, I don't have a good, I'll put a picture right here of the original Inga's Dance in case you haven't seen that before, and then you can tell that this is just the top of the umbrella there. And I really, you know, the reason I'm restitching it is because I really wanted to see what it would look like with really variegated floss if you went diagonally, so it looks kind of like on the original the fabric looks like rain, kind of like really bright colorful rain, and on this one I want it to look like the silhouette has kind of the rain streaking in it. So I don't know what's going on. Hold please. I don't know what just happened, but the world seemed to have ended for a moment for those dogs, or they thought it was ending. Moving on. Okay, so I was talking to you about Inga's Dance. I'm using a sulky floss on this. So I'm using the 1 strand on, I think this is 28 count. I think this is 28 count linen. It's 28 or 32. And I'm enjoying it. I love working with 1 strand of floss, so I kind of knew I would like it. And the diagonals I think are looking great. I think it'll be a really cool effect. We'll move on again before things start happening. Okay, May 6th was another new start, and I started Mini Oak King. You people spoke, and there were 2 people who wanted this one, and no one voted for a cup of tea there, so I started Oak King. Not mad about it. I might look a little mad about it, but I'm not. And I'm stitching this 1/1 on 28 count White Lugana, and I got 201 stitches in. And here it is. Oh, you're not going to be able to tell anything. That's going to look like just a black blob. I don't know. Can you guys see any colors in there? If you can tell by the number of threads hanging, there's a lot of colors in those two little blocks. But it kind of just looks, oh, maybe you can see it just a little bit there. It might just look like a little black blob, but it's not. And I'm having fun stitching on it, but there's a lot of confetti. You know, I haven't done a Haid before, so this is my first Haid. And I don't know, because the Beauty and the Beast is full coverage, and I was like, it'll be similar to that. And I don't think that that's too bad as far as confetti and threads and parking and all that. There's a lot more threads and confetti and parking in this one. Let me tell you. It's not that I wasn't expecting it, it's just more than I expected. But it's fine. I'm not mad about it. I think it's going to be so cool when it's done. Oh, I just love him. I think I've said this before, but he reminds me of Ents from Lord of the Rings, and they're my favorite creatures from Lord of the Rings, so I think he is just very cool. Alright, May 7th, I worked on Tiny Modernist Mermaid Biscornu. It's part of the Fantasy Creature Biscornu of the Months that she did last year. It's the second one, and I got the top done. I'm so excited. I don't have a picture of it right now, but you don't need to see a picture because the top's done. Now I just have the bottom. There's some more like coral and some bubbles and some crabs on the bottom of the Biscornu, but the back stitching on this one really did a lot for it, I think. Yeah, I think they're very pretty. The hair especially. I think the back stitching helped the hair a lot. Anyways, so there that is. If you go on my Instagram and follow me, I've been doing really good this year with making sure that I put a picture every night of Mania so far. And because I said that, I'll probably fall off the bandwagon like tonight. But so far, I've done really well. I've posted a picture every day. That's better than last year. Last year I tried to do a little video every day, but I didn't want to show my face every day because I didn't want to like do my face every day. So, and then I kind of forgot halfway through that I needed to be doing it. That was no good. That's why I decided not to do videos this year. And I also didn't post on Instagram very well last year for Mania because this year I was trying to go back and look at what I worked on, and I only had like half the days on there. So this year I'm doing much better. Anyways, any whoosie whatsies. The next one was yesterday, the 8th, and I worked on Garden in Blue. And y'all, I got so much work done on this. I did work. This piece, let me just show you first. I'm not gonna be able to cover all of the back here, but you can kind of see. I got the border all done on the top. Look at that. Look at that. And y'all, this is the first time I've ever used an 11 by 17 Q-snap. I don't like 11 by 17 Q-snaps. The only reason I own it is so that I could take pictures of 11 by 17 ground guards for my shop. But I needed it because, see this long, I almost said a bad word. And I try to keep it PG on here. I do have a little bit of a potty mouth. I worked with the Navy, so what can you expect from me? But look at this huge border up here. See that? It's just one color. Solid stitches. And there's going to be 3 more of those. See that? there's gonna be 3 more of those long things. And I think when I'm working with DMC, I always do the, I don't know which method it is. Is the English method, Dutch method, Spanish method? I don't know what method, what nationality's method it is, but where you do half one way and then you cross it back. And I think my stitches lay better like that, but I didn't want to have like a line in the middle here where my Q-snap ended, and then you would be able to tell where I stopped and like restarted making the line. So I had to put it in the 11x17 Q-snap so I could do the whole thing one way and the whole thing back. And it was pretty boring, guys. But it's done. 1 of 4 is done. And the whole top border is done. So I can start working down, which we all know because when I talked about it during Eliza Bell Cox, that is something I'm very excited about. And I'm very excited I got this much done. And do you love how you can see all the trees in the background through there? Maybe like if that was the cross stitch design right there, you know, like frames out the trees really nice. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that was. Anyways, it's just so pretty. And there's some beads and stuff that go in these corners and up here and in the center of each of these flowers. Let me tell you about these flowers. They're perfect. These little green, like 4 stitches in the center. You can make, or at least with my length of floss that I like to use, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can get 6 of the centers done with 1 length of floss, which is perfect. It's, you know, and you're like, oh, well, it's only 4 stitches, so it's not that hard to get like exact lengths of floss. Anyways, then the dark blue on the exterior of it, I can perfectly, with 1 length of floss, without any waste, do 3 of those flowers. Yes, 3. So I can do 6 with the little green, 3 with this barrier, and then this light blue, 1 length of floss, stitches exactly 1 of those flowers. So it's just extremely satisfying because I'm not stopping and starting. You know, I'm not stopping and starting, like I'll stitch, you know, most of this one and then start a new thread and cut it off and then start this one and get a little bit done and cut it into. No, it's like perfect. It just, I hope that made sense. It works really well for me. I don't know. They're good motifs, okay? They're good motifs. Then we get to today, which is a start I am so excited for. It is Nora Corbett's Tigerlily. This is the one that my friend is letting me borrow the chart, and I'm so thankful. And here's my tiny start for now. Of course, I will keep working on her today. So I got like, this is Kryneck, which is, I actually started with the Kryneck on it. And then this is the top of her head. And I'm so excited to be stitching her. I think I'm going to do the skin 1/1. I was debating it today. And I think I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it, guys. Alright, so that's catching you up on my Mania, all the things Mania. That's what I've done. Like I said, I've got until the 15th, so still got a few more days to go. Different whip every day. 2 more new starts. Oh, speaking of the new starts, I don't know what one of them is going to be yet. So the one on the 11th, so Monday, 2 days from now, I am going to tally up the boats, if you want to call it that, from my Mania Plans video where I showed you all my kitted objects and asked you guys what you thought I should start. I'm going to, on, I guess, tomorrow night, I will go through and tally up what all of you guys said so that I will figure out which one of those things I'm going to start on the 11th. So if you haven't voted and you want to vote, or there's something, one of them in particular that you want to see me stitch, you need to go over that video and leave a comment and vote on it like ASAP. I'm looking at it tomorrow. So and then on the 13th I'm gonna start Magic is on the Way, which I'm so embarrassed, you guys. I said the wrong shop last time, and I was like sure that the designer was this one shop, and I was so wrong. And someone in the comments, I don't remember who it was, I'm so sorry I sent you on a wild goose chase. I feel so bad. The designer is LoLaLotta shop on Etsy. I will put it below. And part of the reason that I sent her on a wild goose chase is because LoLaLotta shop doesn't have that design in her shop, like just up and listed. You have to message her, and well, this is what I did. I messaged her and asked if I could purchase that pattern, and she listed it for me so that I could buy it. So I said the wrong shop, and then the commenter said, you know, it's not up in their shop. And I said, oh, that's not a problem. You just have to message them and ask for it. And then she messaged them, and it's the wrong shop, Katelyn. It's the wrong shop. So, I'm so sorry I did that to you. It is LoLaLotta shop. That is it, for sure. That's it. It doesn't help that the pattern doesn't have the shop's name in it anywhere. At least I can't find it. So every time that I want to look up who it is from for sure, I have to go to my Etsy purchases and scroll back to it and see which shop it's from. Designers, put your shop in your pattern, because otherwise people send other people on wild goose chases and say the wrong shop name. Sorry, that was a rant. Okay, I've got some haul. Let's talk haul. First off, okay, I showed this in my 24 hours of cross stitch video, but if you haven't seen it, I did a thing, and I bought Fantasia from Disney Dreams collection, and I love it, and this will be my next one. I also have Lion King. My friend Anna, hi Anna, she was super sweet and let me purchase the Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King for sticker price, which is unheard of, because she's so sweet. And then I overpaid for this one. Not as much as it was listed for though, so we can all be happy. I didn't pay as much as it was listed for. But this is a weird time, and I'm having very weird spending habits. Generally, I would not overpay for these kits. Anyways, I am so excited to stitch this one. I'm so excited. But I'm also so excited to keep stitching on Beauty and the Beast, so I won't start this one until Beauty and the Beast is done. Well, watch me say that, and then I'll go and start it or something. Okay, and then next up, last weekend, my husband and I went on a little road trip to Columbia, South Carolina. There was a very sweet lady in the South Carolina Stitchers Facebook group, which if you live in South Carolina, search for SC Stitchers on Facebook and request to join, because we love getting all of us in one place to share our needlework and what's going on in South Carolina and in the region. So but it's limited to people who live in South Carolina. So if you live in South Carolina, head on over. Anyways, very sweet lady posted some charts that she didn't want anymore, some kits she didn't want anymore, and said that if you could come pick it up, then you could have them. And so it was a good excuse to get out of the house for a couple hours. We took the dog, went on a little road trip, and picked up a few things from her, and it was just so sweet. So this is the first thing. It's Nora Corbett Bleeding Heart. It's just pretty. I think it's because, I don't know, the Asian influence. I love it. Sorry, I'm blinking because my contact just did something weird. If you saw me get really like blinky all of a sudden. Anyways, Bleeding Heart. Very pretty. Very excited. Someday I'll probably stitch it. We'll see. And then I also picked up this Dimensions Gold kit, which is just lovely, and it makes me think of Luda, Cross Stitch with Luda, if you haven't ever watched her. And she does Dimensions kits like all the time. It's huge, but it's called Paris Market, and I'm just not going to be able to get rid of all the glare. But very pretty, very bright colors. Comes with all the floss and fabric. And the last thing I want to show you, what is this? Celebration of Needlework was doing a kit sale, and the part of the proceeds for it went to something for COVID relief, and I saw it, and again, because it's a weird time and my spending habits are all kinds of weird right now and all over the place, I decided that I had to have it right then. So it's my petite pineapple box. It's just a tiny little pineapple, and it's adorable. Just small, and it came with the little box, which is just adorable. I mean, can you even? Look at those little pineapples. They're so cute. And then it also came with a fob, a little pineapple fob. And you know, they came with the little scraps of linen and some floss, finishing supplies, needle, all that good stuff came with it. So that's my last little bit of haul. So I think that is everything I wanted to talk to you about, with the exception of a little bit of shop talk. So if you are not into that, that is fine. If you don't want to hear about my Etsy shop, go. I'm not offended, and I will see you next time. If you do want to hear about it, I just wanted to, I've been kind of avoiding this topic. I have not been in the mood for making product for my shop lately. I was really motivated in like February and March, and got a lot of stuff made and listed, and it was exciting, and then, you know, the world kind of came to a screeching halt, and my energy is just not there right now. So you might have noticed I'm a little bit absent. I haven't been posting on the Instagram, and I haven't posted anything new in the shop. It's pretty sparse what's in there, but you know, you can still go and purchase something. You can purchase a grime guard or a bag, and I will send it out, you know, usually within the next day, and it's still open, but I'm just not in the right space right now to be making a bunch of products, which is unfortunate. Also, I'm running out of elastic because I've been making masks, and so grime guard supply will probably be low for a while because of using up that supply for masks right now. I am hoping that by June-ish time frame, I will be in a better mindset for it, and maybe mid-June I'll have some more product listed. But I thank you for everyone who has bought anything from the shop. I really appreciate it, and I really do love making it, but just not right now. So that's all for the shop update. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Thank you for watching my cross stitch chatter. I hope you enjoyed hearing the outdoors this time around. And I will see you next time. Bye!